Water. Next to the air we breathe, it's the most important substance to life on Earth. We can live for several weeks without food, but human beings can only live 3 or 4 days without water. But good, clean water, the way nature intended it, is getting harder to find. Pollutants from industrial waste, fertilizer, and other contaminants pose mounting problems with the water our life depends with each passing day. 15 years ago, H2O Concepts recognized the growing importance of providing the highest quality water possible for their customers. Healthy water, without contaminants, for drinking, bathing, cooking, and washing. Since then, they've grown from a small regional supplier of water systems in the Southwest to a major manufacturer and distributor of residential and commercial water systems throughout North America. But over the years, one thing hasn't changed: their commitment to ongoing research and development of the finest water systems in the world to provide the highest quality water possible. The problem: water, the way nature intended, is full of natural minerals, but it is calcium and magnesium that are the most important for sustaining life in animals and humans. Both are important ingredients in water because our bodies are designed to absorb them in the water we drink. They are bioavailable, so our bodies are able to use them to build strong bones and teeth and help prevent osteoporosis. Calcium and magnesium are also natural buffering agents responsible for reducing the acidity of the water we drink. Without them, water would be too acidic for humans and animals to drink. But in addition to the things that nature intended to be in water, increasingly there are a number of things that have found their way into the water we drink, bathe in, and cook with that nature never intended, like chemicals from fertilizers, pharmaceuticals, pesticides, and manufacturing. All are appearing in our water in increasing quantities. Modern municipal water treatment plants do the best they can to deliver safe water to your home. But the truth is, you're the last, best line of defense in protecting the quality of your family's water. So, what's in your water? Ask most people about their tap water and they'll tell you it either tastes or smells bad, probably as a result of chemicals and other impurities dissolved in the water. Over time, hardness has been associated with water's bad taste or smell. But hardness is really only the amount of calcium and magnesium contained in water, and adds virtually no flavor or odor. But hardness can be the cause of scale buildup in plumbing and appliances like water heaters and dishwashers. Hardness alone doesn't pose any health threats. As a matter of fact, the opposite is true. A recent World Health Organization report indicates there may be health benefits to drinking water rich in calcium and magnesium, and people drinking demineralized water, or water with the important minerals nature intended removed, like distilled water, water from water softeners, or reverse osmosis units, stand a greater risk of heart disease and diabetes. Over about 50 years, a body of epidemiology work, especially in the UK, USA, Canada, and Scandinavia, has fairly consistently suggested that some types of cardiovascular disease mortality rates in many countries are inversely proportional to the hardness of the water supply. Calcium and magnesium are the principal components of hard water, so many researchers have concluded that calcium and particularly magnesium may have a protective effect. The report goes on. Magnesium deficiency has been implicated in hypertension and type 2 diabetes. Low magnesium intake has also been associated with an increased risk of cardiovascular disease. Soft waters are corrosive and may contain toxic metals such as cadmium and lead leached from plumbing materials. In addition, some artificially softened water may contain high levels of sodium. These were considered as harmful constituents. Water softeners. The benefits of artificially softened water have been extolled for the better part of a century. So what is soft water anyway? Put simply, artificially softened water is water where the calcium and magnesium have been removed and replaced with salt. All water softeners work on basically this same principle of ion exchange. They exchange ions of calcium and magnesium with salt. In the heart of a water softener, In its mineral tank, millions of small polystyrene beads called resin, saturated with salt and carrying a negative charge, mix with water entering the tank. As the hard water moves through the beads, the molecules of calcium and magnesium are exchanged with the salt. Water softeners alone are neither filters nor purifiers, and are used only to change the water hardness. The slippery or slimy feeling you feel after you bathe in softened water is the salt left behind on your skin. But slimy skin isn't the only problem with water softeners. Aside from having to buy salt every month for the life of the unit, most softeners do not remove contaminants and waste between 70 and 300 gallons of water every 2 days during the flushing or backwashing cycle. This could amount to another 12 to 54,000 gallons of salt-laced brine being released into the water supply every year. So much so that softeners are being banned in an increasing number of communities throughout the country. But don't take our word for it. Listen to what other people are saying about soft water. Some factor either present in hard water or missing or entering in soft water is associated with higher death rates from degenerative cardiovascular disease. In a 1970 study, the World Health Organization considered the guidelines on the mineral content of drinking water and concluded that completely demineralized, softened water has a definite adverse influence on the animal and human organism. Reverse osmosis. While reverse osmosis has received a lot of attention in recent years as a method for treating water, the process was originally developed during World War II to remove salt from seawater for drinking water on Navy ships at sea. The process works by forcing water under pressure through a semi-permeable membrane or filter with pores just large enough to allow molecules of water to pass through, but trapping larger molecules. As water passes through the membrane, some of the liquid passes by, a process known as cross-flow, sweeping the contaminants away from the membrane. Water passing through the semi-permeable membrane has been stripped of 90 to 95% of its calcium and magnesium, its natural buffering agents, and has become extremely acidic. EPA guidelines for potable water range from 6.5 to 8.5. Water from a properly operating RO system can range between 4.0 and 6.0. RO water is so acidic, in fact, that special plastics must be used to line the parts of RO systems to prevent the aggressively acidic water from corroding the metal components in a very short time.